Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great this Sunday, and welcome to the channel if you're new as well. I wanted to be a little bit. I wanted to make a video for myself this morning. All right, and that is this video. In this video, we'll talk about one of the cryptos that I think is incredibly underrated. We'll talk about some amazing opportunities regarding Uniswap, because that's the project we'll talk about. We'll do a technical analysis, but we'll talk about the fundamentals as well, because yeah, I mean, I think this is important, right? I mean, a lot of you might not know this. But I do quite a lot of research on chain as well, right? It's just normally those videos don't actually get a lot of views, even though I think it's most important. All right, so this video is going to be filled with value. We'll talk about some opportunities, like I said, on Uniswap, both for spot accumulation, but also to get some free Uni rewards, which we'll get to a little bit later. But no, there's several reasons why I wanted to cover Uniswap. First of all, it's one of the biggest protocols and one of the highest revenue making protocols in the entirety of crypto, right? So that is already a reason to be interested in this. They're also, I think they're busy with the fee switch, right? So that actually some part of Uni will get bought up from the revenue they make. And then outside of that, what I saw last week is that the network they created, the Unichain, which is their own blockchain network, is actually one of the fastest growing networks in the entirety of crypto, where the TVL has grown 25% over the last 7 days. Now, if you go to the last month, it's up 8%, which is definitely not the highest. But that recent growth makes me very, very interested in Uniswap. Outside of it already being one of the most prominent platforms in the entirety of crypto, it's one of the major protocols where you can swap on Ethereum. Ethereum decentralized volume or DEX volumes are also going up slightly. So that's bullish fundamentally for Uniswap. And for Uni, I should say, because obviously Uni is also used within the Unichain. So I think that's very interesting. And then I think the chart looks amazing as well. If you look at the 3-day time frame and you look at what's possible in terms of growth for Uni, I think we are still trading extremely low. We're trading near the lows we made in 2023 and June 2023 and October 2023, which were obviously the bear market bottoms right here. So I think that's very exciting as well. So therefore, look, spot, I think Uni is one of the best altcoins, at least when related to the Ethereum ecosystem and Ethereum network you can accumulate. Futures, it's always tricky, right? I mean, at this point of time, yes, we are at a strong support, but the general market circumstances could be a little bit better. And I would argue that if you this is not a great area to buy into futures, right? We're already near the middle of this range right here. I'd wait for lower, so either like 2 or 5.7, or maybe if you want to be greedy, even 5.28 and $5, which are definitely possibilities. If we're talking about fundamentals, right? Fundamentally, I think we could have much more bearish pressure pushing the entire crypto market down, which will take Uni down together with it as well. So be aware of that. But ultimately, great project. I think the chart on the higher time frames looks great for accumulation. And then outside of that, which I thought was interesting to also talk about a little bit, I'm not certain if a lot of you are interested in this. But what you can do, can I also do that or not? Can I see the pools from here? Yeah, so what you can do on Uniswap itself is you can provide liquidity. All right, and what they have right now is that they have an APR baked in, or at least additional rewards, if you provide liquidity. All right, so for example, if you sort by reward APR, which is basically, the APR is what you earn per year. What you can see is that you can actually supply liquidity for relatively stable pools, right? So for example, for wrapped Bitcoin USDC, wrapped Bitcoin USDT, which is quite stable. Obviously, you can still get an impermanent loss if the price moves away from your direction, or if it moves away from the price you got into. So if Bitcoin falls in price, the total value of what you provide in liquidity will fall in price as well. But these rewards are pretty good, right? You actually get a total reward or total APR of 33% if you supply liquidity on wrapped Bitcoin USDT. And a lot of that is in Uni tokens, right? So you can actually get rewards. You also get a 8% just in normal, so in Bitcoin and USDT, but then you also get 25% added in APR in Uni. So if you do not want to start accumulating, this might be a different way in which you can actually get some free Uni. Obviously, there's risk involved as well. And there's also some stable coin pools, by the way. So you can do USDC, USDT, and you can still get an APR of 8.5%. That's just almost free money, right? And then you can also get exposure to Uniswap and their Uni token by just using their protocol. But in general, just wanted to make a video on what I found last week, why I think it's interesting, and yeah, you can do with it what you like. I know what I'm going to do with this, but that's what I think you need to know for now. So have a great Sunday, take care, and bye.